EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals.
Set to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
We got this. On the double, he finds the mic. Check 55. 61. Max box. Right. Undercrush.
On first down, King. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 49.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 59 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
You ain't going no
6-6, bullet high. Ready?
Off the play fake, Gruber. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, and it's Hill again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wahoo!
40.
Off play action. Gruber looking deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Gruber gets this one to Morris. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36.
Ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Gruber. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Safe.
Let go.
Throwing again, Gruber. They set up the screen to Hill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Mike's 40. Watch the run.
Protein spill.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll run on first down. Glass looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Hey, Foxtrot, now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Weapon. Smooth. Ready.
Off the play fake. Gruber. And the pressure gets to him again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
40's the mark.
Off play action. Gruber. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
132 fighter.
Back. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Let's go.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Back to throw. Gruber going for the deep ball. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101.
Down.
Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 6.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Got it.
40's the mic. Let's go. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Keep.
Look at me. Go. Go.
3 down.
Go. Go.
3 down. 3 down. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Check 25.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Check tight end. Check tight.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going. 25's the mic.
Five.
Our time. It's our time.
Shoot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and 11. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Go.
Check.
Ready, ready.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Crunch time, defense. 58's the
Hey, 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 hey.
58's the mic. Night, sweetheart.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
Big grip. Big grip.
From the gun, Gruber. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st and 10, King. Buying time to his left. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Hey, 25 the mic.
To throw is King. Throwing on 1st down. And an out. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong,
Ready,
is
ready.
it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Kill.
Topper.
Operating from the gun, Gruber. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's coming. This is where it came from.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. Looking to throw. King. He completes it to Bryant. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Ready, set.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Sponge. No.
Protein spill.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Set. 18 Gator.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Blue draw corkers. Five.
Off the play fake. Gruber. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Another loss, another day.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back and go full strength.
Shift.
80 weapon. Snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gruber. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Ready, set, Mike, travel.
Hey, Check 24. Check 24.
Shoot. Go. Check 22. Jet, cover.
On first down, it's Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Second and inches at the 7-yard line.
Come on,
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Drop. Ready.
Off the toss, Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. King now. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught by Bryant. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Back to throw. King. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen as time expires in the first half as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, orbit.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. You.
From the gun, Gruber. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. 12 yards on the return that time, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
25 the mic. Hey, here I come.
Now King, operating from the gun. Bryant has it. That one goes for 24 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as the Bears push further out in front. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Bears 24, Cardinals 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, here we go. Check 3.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gruber, they complete it to Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Looking to throw. King, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Hey, Echo.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike.
Watch the slip. Deep river.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Black. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Mike 40, check that.
Throwing on first down. Gruber firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for them here.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Any weapon. Crunch. You're out. Big edge.
King throwing to start the drive. He gets it to Thomas. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They try again with Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. First and goal at the 9.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Oh, yeah. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
Cardinals 13.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
6-6, bullet high. Slam. Hit it.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
60 or.
Mike 40.
Focus, defense, focus.
This is Hill on the draw play. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
90 Wolf.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Gruber. And he will find his man on the outside.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The busy night continues for Hill. Look down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
You ready?
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Kill.
Blue draw.
From the gun on third down, Gruber. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
80 weapons. Get it.
On first down, Gruber. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Antonio Callaway. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch twist, watch twist.
Hit it.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game.
Cardinals 19.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Glendale.